You ever thought about writing a book?
I've thought about publishing research because I really, really like research, but not really writing a book. Maybe, one day. My goal, honestly, is to open up my own practice. So that's like where my headspace is at right now.
And you can do that without with just a master's. Not to say it's just a master's.
I'm licensed, so I can do it with my license. I can take insurance on my own with my license. So I'm allowed to do that. But my plan is to offer something that is very different and sort of cutting edge, and so I'm gonna really have to educate people. Right, I'm gonna have to educate people so that they're not afraid to come to me. As long as I can have success stories and people word of mouth, I think that's how I'll get my clientele.
So the cutting edge thing is that ASMR thing,
EMDR, but more specifically is that. So actually, next week, I'm going to be doing a training the entire week, and it is to do intensive trauma work where a person is going to be able to come to me and start treatment, and it's going to be like a retreat. So basically what they'll do is they'll work with me for, depending on how much trauma they have, they'll work with me for anywhere from 3 days to the entire week. So 8 hours a day, 5 days a week in a row, and you will work through all of your trauma, everything at once.
And
where do I sign up?
How much is
Word. Exactly, right?
Because we're men. I could get fixed in a week.
No, and it'll be
Say
good
less.
because you take a vacation, you make it work, you go get your trauma work done, and then you're done. You're done with therapy.
So the reason why I like that is because I know how I am. If I open up to somebody and want to talk to them, you're the fucking person that knows all my shit. You're the only person I can open up to now. So and if I'm I already opened up. Now it's on my mind. Now it's constantly on my mind. Mm-hmm. Now I feel like I gotta talk about it. I want to keep talking about it. So if let's say it's something that needs to be resolved.
I don't want to talk to you for 2 years.
Yeah, if it's something that has to be resolved in years, I just got to be patient. Mm-hmm. I know it'll get resolved, but that whole thing, not because I need it to be done in a timeline, but just because I know that once it opens, it's like floodgates. I want to keep talking. I'm gonna want to keep talking about it. So I mean that's
exactly right. And plus we all like to have, that immediate gratification anyway, right? So you're feeling better, every day that you're coming and you're like, oh my God, this is working, and all you got to do is do a whole week. But yes, the idea is that you can do 2 years worth of trauma work in 1 week. Think about that. And it's really hard because when you actually are doing your work, okay, so you come in for a session and you're there for what the insurance says is 53 minutes. That's all you need to be able to bill for it. So your therapist is going to kick you out after 53 minutes, right?
Really?
Yeah.
So that cliche is real when the therapist really is like, all right, our time is up.
Yeah,
Word.
Really.
Gotcha, bitch.
Well, I think it's more
I'm done helping you.
No, I think it's considerate because if not, then you got to pay.
No,
that's a good way to look at it.
So you get those 53 minutes, and let's say you opened up something big, and
fuck, right
at minute 52.
And then
I was raped when I was 12. What? Fuck.
No, but that's a random ass number. 53 minutes. Why?
That's what the insurance company
America,
says.
bro. Hashtag America.
At least 53 minutes. You can stay with them longer, but it needs to be at least 53. So realistically, your therapist is probably going to be like, you got to go because I need to write your note now, right? So, and then you open this stuff up and you have to wait a week to come back and see your therapist. All of the stuff that happens in between that week.
Can I text you? Can I get some therapy that way?
Because a lot of times, you do good work in the session. Let's say, you're thinking about something differently, and then you go back home, let's say to the abusive environment that
for a whole week.
And then
more trauma.
Everything that you did with them
regress.
is
Everything regress.
Absolutely. So
and now you're super sensitive because you just opened up.
Exactly.
Well, I can't imagine having a groundbreaking session and then the timer goes off. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I tried something like this with one of my clients, and we did 90 minutes every day for a whole month. So I couldn't do 8 hours because the insurance wouldn't allow me to bill for it. But we did 90 minutes a day for a whole month, and she worked through everything. And she would just say things like, like I can't believe I didn't do this sooner, you know, like it has like changed my life. And so, you know, I followed up with her afterwards to see like where she was at, and she still feels the same.
How long ago was this?
I can't tell you that.
Okay.
Within the last year.
Okay.
Within the last year.
I just wasn't sure like how much time went by since
between her last session
and the currently.
Yeah, this is within the last year.
Okay.